I am here with one of my best friends, Jasmine Sanders.
Hello.
Jasmine has been one of my best friends. We've known each other since 2013 or 14, right?
14.
We met in high school and
Freshman year?
freshman year.
We were in chorus together.
We we did meet in course, but we actually didn't talk to each other until we got introduced by Savannah, one of our other friends. Yeah. But we have grown really close, and I wanted Jasmine to be a part of what I'm doing because she is one of the most important Black women in my life.
Period.
She is a great friend. She's a great aunt. She's a great student, and I think that everything that she has gone through in her life are just great for the parameters of what I want to discuss, dive into, and just show about how experiences are different, but they make us who we are. So, Jasmine, tell us about yourself.
Okay, so 3. I'm a Libra. I'm in nursing school currently right now at Southern Union, and I also work at Piedmont Northside as a patient care tech in the ICU. But really, I be on every floor: ER, med surg.
I wanted to talk to Jasmine because she's currently in nursing school, and she has been a student for all her life, right?
Literally, I have not stopped school yet. I've literally been in school since I went to preschool, so I've been in school 20 years. Yeah, I have not stopped, and I think after I get, because this will be my second degree, I think I will stop. And I don't know about no masters, no MP. I may go that route. I have 1 degree in health science. I have a bachelor's in health science, and now I'm in nursing school.
So what do you feel like made your experience like unique to you? Like, tell us about the things that you went through when you decided to be a nurse. Like, when did you know for sure that you were going to be a nurse? One.
Okay. I knew I was going to be, or I knew I wanted to go somewhere in the medical field route. I wasn't thinking nurse yet. But when I was at a party and one of my friends got very, very drunk, and he was literally on the bathroom floor, like, tore up, drunk, and started throwing up, and, like, nobody was helping him. I was like, he's gonna choke, he's gonna aspirate. So I turned him on his side and, like, took care of him and, like, put him in the shower and all that. I was like, okay, I have a caring personality. I think maybe nursing would be it. But I really wanted to go for biomedical engineering because that's what I did at Northside when I was in the magnet program. But the school I went to did not have that major. They only had it as a program. Like, it wasn't like a major at that school. So I chose nursing.
As a student, we are like kind of put in a box that like we have to be willing to learn all the time. And just that it gets tiring.
It does. It's very tiring.
We all understand that. And sometimes like our tiredness, it looks different than what it might look like. I think that your experiences are different at all to your peers, and just with everything that you're working yourself towards because of you being a Black woman?
Say yes and no. Like, I really didn't have a problem in school growing up with, like, feeling a way about what somebody said, that if they were white or whatever. I kind of feel like the schools I've been to, it really was never like, now Northside, I've never had an experience there, but I was basically stereotyped because one of the girls was like, Jasmine, I didn't know you were this nice. Like, I literally didn't try to talk to you because you used to always look so mean.
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
And I was like,
who is that?
When she said that, I was like, why? She was like, you really always like just have a mean face. And I'm just like, Would you be saying this if I was a different color? Yes, I may have a RBF. But I'm like, you thought I was mean because of that? Like, girl. But as of now, like, I feel like I'm in a good space with school and work.
You shared about the difference between Southern Union.
Yeah, like at Columbus State, I wouldn't say because of my color, but it was more so like they see you working hard. They still were like trying not to give you a chance, even though you're working hard towards what you're trying to do. Like I'm saying, like nursing wise, because my other teachers fantastic. Like when I graduated with my health science degree, fantastic. But it was like the nursing teachers. I don't know what was going on at CSU, but
yeah. And
I do feel like with one of the girls, I think maybe it was because she was black. They basically, her brother had COVID, and this is when like COVID guidelines were still kind of like not as loose as they are now. But so the school rule was if you're around somebody who has COVID, you just have to sit out a week, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Even if you go get tested and it's negative.
Mm-hmm.
So she missed a week of clinicals, and they basically told her like, you just need to just get out of the program. And like she was failing the class, and they basically like were just trying to give up on her. And I'm like, y'all don't know how hard she's trying, and I do feel like that may have been more color based. That's why I say for me, I haven't experienced anything like that, thankfully. Mm-hmm. But I know other black women do. So even when I see it, I'd be like, that's wrong, and I will try to do something about it if I can. In a sense, look, I will say for my black patients, I do advocate more for them as a tech because
you feel like you have to.
Yeah, definitely. Because sometimes, no, not sometimes. Black people's are perceived as like they don't want to believe us when we say something.
Yeah.
When we say something's wrong, it's you're dramatic, So when I have black patients, I treat them like they my auntie, uncle, grandma, granddaddy.
As you should.
My kin, because I feel like if that was my family member, I would want them to be treated how I'm treated, or like advocating for them. Like if my patient says they are in pain, I immediately tell the nurses, "Oh, he said he's in pain."
Yeah.
And then I go check. Hey, have you gave him medicine? I always go back because it's like in our society, black people, we are proven as just lying, or it's not true, or we're drug seeking, or stuff like that. But
why do you think it is like that? Why do some of us experience like, and we experience different people, that's a given, but why do some of us experience situations to where it's blatant, like you don't want me to make it through here because of who I am as students, and then some of us like, well, they might care, they might not. Because my experience personally at Columbus State has been amazing. Mm-hmm. I did not have a good experience at Northside. Mm-hmm. I hated Northside. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it was a predominantly white school, God forgiven, but it just was a lot of Jim Crow vibes, I thought. We had teachers that could say like certain stuff to us.
Crazy things.
And I would just really be wondering like, is this really okay? Mm-hmm. But also we talked about how as students, we want to stay in like a state of mind to where we keep ourselves available to learn. And that's important. But then we deal with people who make it hard to be in those spaces. And it's like,
it's not fair.
How it's a thin line between love and hate. Yeah. It's a thin line between respecting somebody and like being receptive to learning and just letting people just talk to you however.
Oh yeah, I had to tell one of the nurses, and this was when I was at St. Francis, she literally like would ask me to do something, or she would be like, you're not doing this right. And I'm like, girl, I know how to do my job. Like, you're not finna sit here and disrespect me or talk crazy to me. Oh, go do this, go do this. Like, I know I work here, but I am not a slave. So if I tell you I'm busy, I can't do something, I'm busy, I can't do something. That's not a lie. And I had to literally stare down, like, I don't care how old you are, lady. You're not finna talk to me like this. I am not your child.
Yeah.
So talk with me with some respect. And after that, she either did not talk to me, or if she did, it was with respect, because you're not finna talk to me crazy. Sorry.
And you wanna know what? It's sad, but a lot of us are learning that you have to get to the punch with people first. Like, you have to tell on them first. You have to be uncomfortable first.
And
it's like, we're racing for what?
Exactly.
Coexist. You can teach me, I can listen, we can be cool. But if you don't, then we can't.
Exactly. Because everybody's still learning. You learn more every day than you don't. You do have them people who feel like they don't need to learn.
Me sometimes.
But in your field, it's always something new.
If we didn't say what we said, then the next person might go feeling like that and not even know that they felt like that. Because,
and it's like, we should just voice.
I think as a student, like, my hardest struggle was going to Northside. Like, as a black girl that was still figuring herself out. Like, and it's crazy because I remember one of our classmates, she referred to me as a word that I won't say. She, like, said it like we was cool. And I had to tell her, like, hey, Shawty, don't ever.
Don't do that.
But that was normal to them.
They be saying that word has no power. It's just a word. It definitely has power. Just like how any other slur or any other
certain slurs to other groups of people that we would never ever say. And it's just crazy, not cute and quirky, because why can't we say that?
It's like we can say it, and so they're like, oh, we can say it then.
And
it's like, baby, no, you're not black.
And even then, like, I'm like, I don't even want to have that conversation with. But that made it hard for me to be a student in that area because, like,
dealing with that.
Like, but when I checked her about saying that, she was like, relax, like, it's not even like that. The best because it's weird, and I felt uncomfortable, and I'm like, I didn't know at that time that I felt uncomfortable in that space. But when I up and left my senior year, like, oh, I just can't take this anymore, I should have known. I'm glad that experience didn't carry me over into some spaces, because even sometimes now I'm still the only one that looks like me in these settings.
I think high school was more of a
figuring out who we are.
And
maybe
so they were trying to, I don't know,
be anybody.
So one more story. I got one more story. So I was at work. This was at Piedmont too. I was at work, and there was a boy I knew that came in, and before I knew who it was, the nurses were like, he just looks like a thug. Like, he got that hoodie on, and he pulled out a wallet full of cash, and like, I go, cause they're like, and he looked mean, and so I go out there to go see who they're talking about, and it's a boy I went to high school with, and he's really the sweetest person I know, and I was like, y'all cannot say that. I
wanted her to fly.
I literally was like, y'all cannot say stuff like that. I literally was like, y'all don't say stuff like that, because he probably look mean because he's sick. And it's like they kind of stereotype, like, okay, if a boy has a hoodie on and some dreads, or oh, they're a thug.
But let's double back and talk about how hard it makes it to learn from people that think like that in these spaces. Like, you probably didn't even think it into that far because it rubbed you the wrong way, of course. But like, me critically thinking about everything that happens to me, like, I don't even want to learn how to tie a shoe from you anymore. Now that you, I know you feel like that.
You're learning, yeah, because it's like, why have that stereotype against?
Because he has a hoodie on and a wad of cash. I would love
to have a hoodie on and a wad of cash
right now. So that's what I mean. It's just like, it's okay because it's harmless, but in that sense, is really not harmless, because if you think like that, what else do you think?
Exactly. And when you're at home,
can we really
behind
trust
closed
it?
doors?
Can we really?
But it's like after I told them like don't say stuff like that, because you know that's basically a stereotype. They're like, oh, like, you know, I didn't mean to. I'm like, no, but I was just like, think before you say some things, even if you didn't mean it like that.
Well, these are our experiences. We can't speak for anybody else.
Everybody's experience is different.
I can't speak for you. You can't speak for me.
Even though it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Everybody should be treated the same.
And I'm glad you said that, because next week we'll be here with somebody special, and we'll be talking about relationships and basically like how we navigate through them. Some people are in interracial relationships, and culture, color, race, nationality, all of that are like factors into how
Dating.
relationships work.
Yep.
And I think it's important to highlight that, because not only do they shine light on like what our experiences look like in relationships, but even as we talked about as students, because our experiences are special because of who we are.
Yep.
So with that being said, let's play a game to wrap it up. And the game will entail me saying a word and you saying the first word that you think about.
Okay.
Okay? And then I'll let you go too, and I'll say the first one that I think about. You ready?
Yes.
Black.
Woman.
I'm going to say it, woman. Soul.
Food.
Purple.
Flower.
Friend.
Bestie.
Outside.
Playing.
Love.
Break.
Break.
Hold on.
Love.
Island.
Now, okay, your turn.
Camera.
Action. Difficult.
State.
Wide.
You say wide?
Wide.
State?
Oh, like state wide. Yes. Country.
Blue.
Skies.
I think that's all I got.
Thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
Thanks for helping me.
Yes.
And I hope y'all enjoy or find something that y'all can resonate with. And I love you.